This video is for 3 different people. The first person, the person that thinks they're not ready to enter the gym until they're at a certain level. So they do home workouts for a few months, even a few years before they think they're ready to enter the gym at a good enough level. The second person, the person who's been consistent with gym, but has seen no progress or little progress in the space of a year or a few years. The third person, the person that's consistent in different parts of the year, depending on how they're feeling, external circumstances, and they believe it's impossible to achieve their goals because they think they have no time and that they have to spend 7 days of the week grinding out 2 hours per session in order to achieve their goals. Here's my friend Shems. He looks like he's in pretty good shape, doesn't he? How long do you think he's been training for? 3 years, 2.5 years, 4 years? Nope, it's been less than a year and he's looking like this already. And the truth is, you can get hench in less than a year, just like Shems, if you just do the right things and start in training. A lot of people do the fluff and all the stuff you don't need and they don't see no progress. I'm going to talk about the things that you need to do in order to get progress as quick as possible. And I'm not even capping because, as you can see, look at Shems now, he's done those things and he's looking sick. So, first of all, training. I know there's a lot of misconception in the fitness industry about, oh, what's the best training for muscle growth? Yeah, okay, bodybuilding is the best for muscle growth. But as a beginner, I think the best approach to take is focusing on strength, because strength builds size. So focusing on the compounds, the squat, the bench, the deadlift. I wouldn't say deadlift too much because as a beginner, I feel like a lot of beginners, their form, it's not pretty great. But I would say if you're deadlifting, deadlift light, focus on your form, and weight will come after later. But I would say focus on RDLs and stiff leg deadlifts. That could be your compounds. The reason why I'm saying compounds is because you're hitting multiple muscle groups at once. For example, the bench press, you're working on your shoulders, your triceps, and your chest. So it's best to work on that rather than just going to the gym and just doing bicep curls and isolating the muscles. You don't need to do that. You need to build your base, and that's how you're going to get jacked as quick as possible by progressively overloading the weight on the compound movement. And as you build strength, you're going to build size 100%. So I would say for a beginner, increase the weight minimum by 2.5 kg weekly, and you will see progress, you will see gains, providing you do the other things I'm going to talk about as well. I'm not telling you guys to do powerlifting, hell no. I'm just telling you to focus on your compounds because that's going to make you have the most proportional physique. You don't want to be them guys who just do biceps and have crazy biceps but no legs, or no triceps, or no back. Now diet. This is quite controversial because everyone has different body types, different genetics, and so on and so forth. For example, Shems, he ate quite well. He was having a balanced diet, clean. As you can see, this is what he was eating. Allegedly, this is what he was eating from his videos. But I'm pretty sure he had that, but he came off diet a little bit because he has a fast metabolism. So, but with me, I made the biggest mistake. I did a crazy dirty bulk when I started. I put on about 10 to 15 kg and I was hella fluffy. So even though I recompositioned in the long run and I built some muscle, it just wasn't worth it for health reasons. So I would say make sure your diet's clean, you have a balanced diet. If you're a hard gainer, you may have to go a bit dirty, but for the average person, I would say just eat a balanced diet. It's really not worth it. You don't want to get super big where it's affecting your health. You want to be at a size where you're feeling healthy. People start to train, they experience something called newbie gains, whereby you build muscle at a fast rate. And you can get away with not eating as much, not sleeping as much, and not doing the necessary things in order to grow your muscles, pretty much, for someone who's been training for a lot of years. And over time, you have diminishing returns, so you don't get as much progress as you did previously. But that was not for me, I can't lie to you. At first, I was not training properly. For example, if you look at Shems,
He's been training for less than a year, but he's been doing everything right from the get-go. Hence why he's looking like this now in just a matter of 8 months. But I won't lie to you, genetics do take a part, but I feel like everyone can have a good physique. Everyone has the decent amount of genetics to have a decent physique. You don't have to have a six-pack. You don't have to have the biggest chest, the biggest arms. You just got to be the best version of yourself. And also in terms of training, people are not training hard enough. If you're not training hard enough, how do you expect to make gains? But obviously, you don't need to train super hard where you're not recovering. You want to balance. Hence why you don't need to train 7 times a week. What we need to train is about 3 times a week as a beginner. Just make sure you're recovering. So that's pretty much it. But if you guys want to stay tuned and look at the back workout that me and Shems had, why not? You can save it for later. Save it for a back day. But yeah.
To give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me.